Italy are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And it's Camavinga. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And smartly reclaimed. Great vision. That's a good ball out wide. Can he latch on to this?
Oh, Peter, you'd have to go a long way to find a defender who works harder than Araujo. So fast and physical.
And we saw that, of course, especially in 2022 in Spanish football's biggest game.
When he scored one of his team's 4 goals. In the end, though, the men from Madrid went on to win the season by a pretty big points margin.
13, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Araujo...
And Rummenigge! He's done very well to get to that.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That looks a good ball through. Now Vardy shapes to shoot! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. That was a given. It always was.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was...
Gets his head on it! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Pass is just off target.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Messi. Plenty to aim at here. That's really well cleared. Good ball, good take. And the shot's on here. Messi purring through the gears. Caresses it through. Cruyff. Now it's Vardy. Almost half an hour in now. Looking for a runner. And it's been played through. And Vardy! Oh, off the bar! And that would have been some goal.
Vardy certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very...
And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Turns terrific header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. Not the most accurate pass. Looking tidy in possession here. Lofted in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Oh, good ball. There's the shot! It's loose now and they were in for the pieces. They've done it! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Italy are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And yes, it's there! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And this is Vardy. Real chance! Goal, Italy! And again they hit the front. And the first half is done. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Italy hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's well spotted. That's an imaginative pass. That is good alertness. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well seen, saw that coming. Ambitious ball here. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. Forwards and with intent. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi, and Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cruyff. Can he get it through? Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that is as far as they're going to go. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cruyff. Vardy. And he's in on goal. Vardy! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game.
The attendance for this match was 29,000.
A real chance and a real let-off. Kyle Walker. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Cruyff, and that interception was most necessary. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Cantona. Now, can they get him away? Chance! Oh, taken with style! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Substitution on the field, number 14.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Italy take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a...
Oh, what a mistake! And he's surging through. Great chance! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on, and one more try! He scores! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Some really good ball movement. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And it's Camavinga.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rummenigge tries to pass it through. Messi! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution on the field,
Number 6.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 12. Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field.
And this is Cruyff.
Number 26.
Clipped into space.
Petri. Number 8. Nedved. Substitution.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Italy nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case...
And he's let fly! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. And it's Messi. Now it's Pedri. Threads... Takes a shot! They are queuing up to have a go here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Rummenigge. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It's a searching pass. The final seconds now. Lee Kang-in. Looking for the run. Pedri can so cleverly bypass the press. Quality ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Araujo. Rummenigge looks to get on it. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Your reflections then, Jim?
Italy clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement with the father of a boy in the green